Can you guys post the link in the Discord?
I sure will. As soon as I get a link. This is why I love exploits.
G2B. XSplit.
Okay, got the link. Hold on.
Hey, there we go. Nice job. We have to do that every episode, otherwise we're not really playing right. Oh, I gotta This is actually
been open all week.
Well, I think this is actually this is all this room done. Although occasionally we'll have an after hours party. In the studio.
Right. I'm sure there's studios across America that
Like two cameras.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, sure.
That's a right up our
crotch.
Yeah, that is impressive. That's a great angle.
well, we like looking down.
Someone heard us.
No. Jacob Aiken. That guy likes to ride through.
No doubt. Well, I don't like that I like it. Really? Here, you get it from here. I'm gonna send you Discord.
Yeah, put the Discord now. And I'll get it.
Oh, sure. Make you go over here.
No problem, man. Alright. I'm racing close. Did they? Jesus, those guys are fast. Okay, George, thanks for making me look bad. Gee, thanks, George.
Way to go. It doesn't take much.
No, that's true. And faster than we are, evidently.
We are ready to roll.
Yeah, we're ready to roll. I'm putting it up right now.
You got it on.
Oh, okay, let me get it on Facebook first, okay? Yes,
Because
yes,
usually
yes.
they get the show live. We get some interaction from Facebook on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure people
Usually the same guy goes, you're still on. Said my social security number.
You probably should not have.
Did you put it in Discord yet?
I did not.
I'll put it in Discord.
See, now we're talking over the intro.
We always talk over the intro, Rob.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I love this song. Whoever recorded this was a genius.
I know, my God. Yeah, it was.
We're ruining it by singing over it. Or humming over it.
Are we humming over it? I'm not humming over it.
Should we do the Dolphins song again?
Dolphins song.
Dolphins? No. Oh, every episode. Alright.
I wonder whatever
It's a
happened
book
to
of memory.
Dolph Lundgren.
I dropped it in the guy's
Hey,
game.
so-
General chat.
In the what?
General chat.
Is that right?
I think so.
No, that's the wrong spot.
No, it's the same.
On the title page?
Oh, on the title page. Hold on. Let me do that.
You're cracking me up, dude. Sorry, buddy. I can get it. I can get it if you want.
No, I got it already.
You got it?
It's on the right channel.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you?
Yeah.
Evidently.
We're almost to the
All right,
squeaky
I'm
chair.
closing out of the browser. All right, 3, 2, 1. And my show notes are all messed up. That sucks. 3, 2, 1. Live from the 6th subfloor basement of the Guys, Games, and Beer Towers. We keep getting older and we keep getting grayer, but we're not getting any smarter. It's Guys, Games, and Beer.
Yay!
What, Tyler? Nothing out of you?
Not even. Yeah, really, Tyler. Not even.
He's losing.
Wow.
I said hooray.
Oh,
How
you
dare
said.
you?
You know,
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
we're like 3 staff members low today, so gotta
Yeah.
up that gate, up that, way up there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bring
I
it up, Tyler.
appreciate
Bring it
that.
up, Tyler. Okay.
You know what I should do? I should
Right.
put the camera on the screen that we're looking at, the second camera.
Oh, somebody can see our
And
comments
then,
as well.
and then Ben, there
There you go. There you go. All right. Wait.
What?
Wait.
All right.
Camera change. Camera
This is
change.
gonna be- oh God, this is terrible.
This is-
It's really bad.
It is really bad.
It's really
Here we
bad.
go.
It's
Let's do
really
it.
bad.
Let's
Here
do
we
it
go.
anyways. Do it.
Here, cam 2. Oh, I love it.
What the hell is that?
It's swinging because I just touched it.
All right.
Yeah, cam 2.
Yeah, floor people.
Oh,
All right. Hey, Rob. Because I only have one beer open and one beer is never enough. We should probably start this something else tonight.
all right, I suppose that is a segue, not the scooter, but the other type of segue.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Beer cord.
Hey, what do we got? Oh, actually.
Oh, we got. Hey, wait. Hey, we got the chat open.
All right, chat's open.
Yeah, what do you know? It's working today. Because XSplit. Sometimes it works.
All right, what do we got tonight, Larry?
This is an amber ale, 5.6%, 25 international bitter units.
So it's not very bitter. Okay, so
Not very bitter.
these are our buddies out of Milwaukee City. Like, I have not been to their brewery yet. I really
No,
do
I
want.
haven't either.
Is it an open brewery that you can actually check out? I don't know. They produce some good beers. We've had a couple on their show before.
Yeah, but is this one of them? That's the question.
No, it is not. So go ahead and read the
5.6,
description of it.
isn't that a little low for an amber? Sorry.
No, it's not. No, that's wheelhouse.
All right,
Well,
wait.
it should be
All
7.
right, so we have a blend of German tradition hops and American, what is it, Wilmette hops? And that's
Wilmette.
just enough hop bitterness, flavor, and aroma to keep your nose and taste buds wanting more. What? Are you sure you want?
I don't know. Keep going.
All right. 5 different malts give the beer a hint of caramel sweetness, a splash of breadiness, and just the right amount of character.
All right, let's find out if
That's a great description.
If it's not a bad description.
Yeah, I like
let's just see the breadiness. Okay, that is the first time. Okay,
There's no citrus notes.
yeah, right. That is the first time I've heard a beer described with the term breadiness.
Yeah, I like that.
You can smell the caramely.
Just the right touch of rat's ass.
I was gonna
Just the
say,
crust.
yeah, there are times you don't want to taste breadiness. Trust me. Rob got
It
it.
took me 1 second.
Rob got it.
And then it sunk in.
All right, I get what's working here.
They're right about the caramely.
Yeah.
It's a very caramely beer, actually.
I'm not offended.
The caramely or just the caramel taste?
Probably.
I mean, it's a sweet because it's got a lot of malt.
It's got a lot of malt, man.
It's a sweet. If I was going to throw it near something, I would probably go like a Smittix or maybe a River West or something along that.
It's even sweeter than
It
that.
is sweet. It is sweeter.
Are you catching bitter on it?
Yeah, on the back end.
Okay.
On the back end.
Right.
It's got a little bit of hoppiness to it, but not that much. That sweetness is
Well, they did say you were going to want more.
I don't know if I want more. It's awfully sweet.
You didn't say more what?
No, they said wanted
more
hoppiness.
hoppiness. Okay, that
more
might
hoppiness.
have cut the sweetness a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a great advertisement. It'll leave you wanting more of something we don't have in it.
It's really sweet. I will say that.
It is sweet.
It's that's one of the sweeter beers I've had.
Yeah.
It's not-
Besides flavored beers, which don't count.
Yeah, you know.
I don't
Toasted
hate it.
marshmallow doesn't count.
Right. Yeah, the moon pie beer made with real moon pie doesn't count.
That doesn't even really count as beer.
I didn't think so, but no, it really wasn't bad, Rob.
It
It
wasn't.
no,
We gave it a thumbs
it
up.
tasted like fucking moon
It did
pie.
get a thumbs up.
It got
No
thumbs
off
up.
notes.
No off notes. Okay, it's a solid amber.
Yeah.
It is an amber ale, right down the note.
Yep.
Thing. The only thing is it's a little sweeter than most amber ales, I think, that people are used to.
Yeah. So,
It's a little sweeter.
where are you sitting on the party cooler?
Yeah, I'd grab it out of the party cooler.
Yeah, why not?
I would too.
Yeah, I mean,
It would have a hard time.
oh
next
yeah,
to
no,
love.
okay.
In fact,
yeah, you don't win next to
I
lot.
might be a little disappointed that the first time we go to the party cooler, there's one in there, and then the next time I go look for one, and they're all gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's okay. And because it's a
Because you know that's happened to you when you've gone to the party cooler
And you get-
and you've been drinking something all night, and there's like none left, and it's just like, all right, I guess I'll drink the point.
Okay, that's a Wisconsin joke, kids. All right, so you already get at the pub?
That's so true, though. Oh, there's that Miller.
Gotta go down now. Yes, I would order this. Yes.
Yeah, I'm ordering it at the pub. Rob?
Yes, if we were in a lovely paneled pub. It has to be a paneled pub.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It
like-
cannot
So you're
be
talking
something-
Toad Hall.
It can't be. Yeah.
Toad Hall.
It can't be. It can't be a club. I don't like clubs anyway. I
Yeah,
don't know about
Hey,
you.
how about speaking of Toad? They offer the marshmallow, with
this?
the s'mores thing.
Yeah.
I'll pair it with this.
Okay, that's not a bad
Oh, good
combination.
berry.
Damn,
Yeah,
all right. Well, we'll have to see if Corey has this, and if so, we'll order this the tableside some more thing with it. All right, let's do this, guys.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey.
All right, hey, City Lights, nice job, guys. It is a solid amber ale out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a 5.6, so you can drink it without getting too hammered. Touch sweet for my taste, but not overly sweet. All right, Judge Rob, pass verdict on City Lights Amber Ale out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
On the charge of short hopping, I find you guilty and sentence you to
Drinking!
There you go.
Okay, now that we got all that crap out of the way, Rob, why are we really here this evening?
Well, we're really here because we don't have a light.
Okay.
But
Besides that, Rob, besides that.
today with us we've got Dakota, and he's from Sunset Arctic Games, and he has a new game coming out called EchoBlade that you've played it.
I
Right?
played it.
I played it. Have you tried it yet?
I have watched the videos. I haven't
You
had
watched
a
the
chance to
videos.
play it.
And I got a video plugged into the thing, so we can probably.
Oh, good, because I do want people to see. I want people to see a little bit about this. So, Dakota, introduce yourself again to everybody in the audience.
Yeah, I'm Dakota D-Made. I'm the founder of Sunset Arctic Games. I'm just a solo developer, just trying to make a dream come true, basically. I'm just trying to make indie games. So I'm really excited you guys found EchoBlade, and I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. It's definitely an experimental, project that I've really enjoyed working on.
We'll get into that again. You definitely are succeeding at coming up with some again good indie gaming. We love our indie gaming, and this one hits all the right notes.
So, elevator description of EchoBlade.
So this is a puzzle combat dungeon explorer where you take the place as a blind knight that is trying to escape this dungeon only using echolocation and a sword, basically. So you're stopped by these traps, obstacles, and other guards that are trying to kill you for trying to escape. And since you're blind, you're kind of limited as to really what you can see in the environment. So that presents kind of a very unique challenge to the player.
Watched Daredevil lately, huh?
No, I actually haven't seen it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I started playing, oh my god, this is what it's like to be Daredevil. This is
That's
what it's like to be Daredevil.
Holy crap! With a sword!
Yes, thank you. It's Daredevil with a sword. I was good with this though, Rob. It worked for me. So I have to ask, where did you get the idea for this game? Because okay, we play a lot of games. I mean, we play a lot of games. This is a unique idea.
Yeah. So during what I've learned about myself in game design and game developing is that my weakest point is creating a very realistic environment with lighting. And so I decided, what if I can make an environment with just no lighting whatsoever? just avoid all my weaknesses and just focus on my strengths. And then I kind of thought, how would you sort of navigate through this area? And then I remembered there's this one episode of Stan Lee's Superhumans that came out 9 years ago. It's about this guy who could use echolocation while riding a bicycle around his neighborhood and other streets. And that show, that guy has lived rent free in my head for 9 years.
Okay, the worst part is I remember that episode. It's amazing. Yes! It's amazing.
Yes.
It's funny that you bring that up because after checking out the game, I immediately wanted to know your source, if you had any idea that there are people that actually have learned to echolocate, which is really interesting.
So, evidently now, yes, he did.
Yeah. It's been really interesting to kind of research that. So I kind of wanted to bring that to life and kind of see how we could try to imagine that as people that can see. So yeah, it's been fun developing this.
On screen right now is the game, and I think, is this the one where I do something really freaking silly?
So, all right.
What am I do some really silly stuff on?
So, again, that's the concept. How long has this game been in development so far?
I started in about September 2020, I believe.
Okay.
So just a little over a year, about 18 months.
All right, that's not too bad. What engine are you using on this?
Unreal Engine 4.
All right. So for those of you who can see the screen right now, I know a lot of you are listening. Don't worry about speaking over.
You can go visit their website.
You can go visit their website.
Wait, so
You can do that.
just because I've never developed a game like this, with all the art and all that, are those kind of those sprites and things? Are they are available plugins, or do you have to?
But before you answer that question, to show you how old Larry is,
He just said sprites.
he said
sprites.
sprites.
Yeah,
He said sprites.
Right.
Although your last game did have sprites in it.
That's what happens when you're an old game developer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a conceptual idea, right?
Okay,
you have
okay.
a thing that's moving on the screen, and it's kind of an art, So, did you do the art, any of the art yourself, or did you? How did you do
So my first game it's called Voltic Pistol. I released that in March 2020. I spent about 5 years part-time through college and through my full-time job kind of working on that. I made all the art. I did all the sprites. I did, pretty much all the code there and everything you can think of except for promotional art. And it took it took almost 5 years because it was so much time. And so when I went to Unreal Engine 4, there's, an Unreal Engine marketplace where you can buy these assets. And I decided that I can make development much quicker if I can just buy these assets. Basically take away all the textures but leave the normal maps, so you can't really tell that if you look for this on the Unreal Engine marketplace, you're not going to find it so easily because it doesn't look like what you bought it from, because it has color to it, and now it's just a shader of a certain color, so you can't really tell that I kind of bought these assets, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you make them your own. You set the
fine.
coloring, you set the textures, you do things like that. The assets are just the outlines, basically. You're filling them all in.
I'm mad at
Yes.
that guy.
What?
Just
Rob's just killing.
gameplay, sorry.
Yeah, Rob's just killing.
We got gameplay, I got distracted, there was a fight going on.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean that makes sense to me. You know that you know you need some resources.
Well,
and stuff.
here's the thing:
Taking up time.
if you're a studio of one,
It's
like you
tougher.
said, the problem is if you have to do all the artwork, okay, and that's to bring the next question: voice work. Did you do the voice work yourself, or did you farm that out too?
About I would say about 50-50, maybe a bit less on my side. So I did most of the NPCs, just kind of putting on like a terrible British accent, 'cause it's just fun. And then the enemies themselves, I bought some generic English voice actor sound pack, and they're always just like, "Silence, I'm gonna kill you," basically. So that worked out well. And then I got my friend that I met through iRacing, and he's doing the Lionheart Racing series. He's actually a professional voice actor, and he absolutely nails the Scottish accent that you're going to see in the game, and it's great. I love it.
You know, and that is the beauty again of the developer community nowadays is you can find good voice actors. I mean, you have the advantage of actually knowing the people, but there's a bunch of people out there who can record clips for you, and you can get their packs available for games. So again, that just speeds up your development time, especially if you're a smaller team or a single man team.
So when the voices you did you try to vary them? Like, are you various characters?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. There's
Now
about
that I
3 or
got on the
4
show, I can actually
that I kind of do.
what he does. Okay,
So
just
there's one that I just like put on this interesting voice. It's like, "Oh, you're trying to escape here with me," and I try to use different different effects in Audacity to kind of try and mask make it sound real and not cringy me.
I actually like some of the cringiness of the
accent, so I
on that.
understand that.
one more time, Tyler.
Yep.
Oh, I got that because I'm really bad at doing voices and accents, like really bad. My wife's actually pretty good at it, but like I feel that.
So I'm gonna admit something. I accidentally, and I'm not kidding, killed every NPC I met on my first playthroughs.
You're standing there,
Ah!
I'll kill you!
There's a
You know you were
part.
supposed to talk to that guy, not shiv him.
There's a part where there's a guy trapped. He's trapped in a cell, and he's asking for help. I had just jumped over a thing. And I saw something. Thwack!
As
He's
his
dead.
dying breathless. Why?
They only do. They complain about it.
That's why I tried to give them different colors so that people wouldn't kill them right away. Because the enemies are red and the NPCs are blue, so I figured,
You
he's
gotta
blue,
be-
he's a good guy.
you gotta
But I
be
made it so you
smarter.
can kill him anyway.
We're assuming that some people have intelligence. We do not.
Yes, I saw something moving, and it
Why
had
can't the
to
NPCs be purple? I think that would be nice.
Aw.
Yeah.
You can probably adjust your color.
Yeah, you can adjust your colors. Not that.
So I have this friend that any game, whether it's Dark Souls or Fallout or anything, he wants to just kill every NPC as quick as he can. Like some type of psychopath. So I literally named the first NPC after him. And the first thing he does is he kills him right away. So I'm like, oh yeah, of course.
That
you
makes
just,
sense.
I mean-
you just killed yourself, bud.
They weren't even on purpose. It was like the worst comedy of it. I am not kidding. Everyone dead.
I'm here to give you a special.
Hey, we're here to escape together. It's not-
Okay,
Jesus.
so wow,
Yeah.
this is why we don't play games with these guys. All right, so getting to the game itself. So Rob's had the gameplay going for a little bit here, and so this is actually a lot more lit up than when I play the game. It is.
I do a lot of right clicking. I've
Right.
gotten to the point where I'll generally try to fight them in better
Lit,
Detectable
smaller
areas.
areas.
Yeah, I try to get them in smaller
So
areas.
if you're in a large area in this game and you're using echolocation, it's dark. The game has a very dark feel to it. Good. Was that now? That's I assume intentional. That kind of claustrophobic. Oh crap! I'm in this big dark area. I can't see. I mean, I can't even see the walls at this point because you're using echolocation.
right click,
Yeah,
man.
not that.
No. Even if you right click, if you're in a big room, it doesn't help.
Shoot an arrow.
Go ahead, Dakota.
So I haven't played it. So right click is how you echo.
You make a noise.
You
make
can
a
also
noise.
shoot an arrow if you got something in the
So,
distance.
you know, like if you use echolocation, or you know, like the people that would use echolocation, not us, but they would, you know, usually click their tongue, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like that. This kind of imitates that, but like with your sword, it kind of makes a clean metal noise. So I kind of figured that would be much less annoying than hearing like clicking every 2 seconds.
Good call. Good call.
So this kind of gives you like a quick, you know, a very quick guide of like what's around you. And so yeah, these areas, these really big areas, I tried to kind of limit those because I kind of got some like negative feedback about how they were kind of too big. So I kind of tried to shrink some of them up later on. But yeah, I like these big areas because it kind of, you don't know where you're going. You know, that's kind of the whole point of the game is to just, you're not sure where you're going. You have to use sound and one of the interesting mechanics I have to make sure you don't get lost in these big areas is these footprints. You'll see these footprints. So I like to think of like a lore kind of way that your character has like a photogenic memory, and that he can remember like where he's been. So once you see these footprints on the ground, you know, hey, I've been here. I shouldn't backtrack, or maybe I do need to backtrack, or something like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a great touch, actually. Again, otherwise I can see the game getting a little... People get lost like that, you know, and you get lost in the game. Being able to retrace your steps, or knowing where you've already been down that hallway, why go down it again, there was nothing down there. That's a nice way to mark that off.
It also helps you get an idea of space. So, like,
Yeah.
there's a part where there's, you start the game, walk into a rather large room that has like a drop off, and then you come back later and you can actually see it from the other side. You can see your footprints on the other side, and it's useful for figuring out. Oh yeah, this is where I am in this dungeon.
Yeah, so that was a really nice touch, actually. I really like that part of it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the puzzles in the game.
Yeah, I kind of like to think of the game as like just one giant puzzle, just kind of trying to navigate your way through sounds. And then I tried to kind of get some sound-oriented puzzles in there, but they're kind of a little difficult to pull off. There was one section where you kind of hear this chiming noise through a hallway, and then later in the level, you're going to have to recreate that chiming noise to be able to open a locked gate.
That's the bum bum bum.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was really...
Again, give it away, man.
Yeah, you did kind of give it away.
Wait,
Okay, wait a minute. Spoiler
It's
alert,
in there.
too late, okay? No,
Gameplay.
but that was a really good way to... Like you said, it's hard to do puzzles with an audio, you know, I mean... So that really worked out very well.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can kind of get more of those added in the game before I release it here soon. Some other puzzles where you have this box that you're just kind of carrying around that you can stack up to kind of get over ledges. And later on, there's going to be a level where you kind of have to carry that box through like an entire dungeon sequence. So you're kind of carrying it, and then guards will come out and try to attack you, and you're going to have to quickly let go of the box and switch to your sword and try to attack, and then just have to keep lugging around this box. So.
And I'm still watching gameplay.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there watching the game.
Well, I thought actually I was going to do the majority of the talking, but you guys were like right on point.
The game was
50-50 with these guys, to be
I
honest.
mean,
all right. Well,
I feel like as a sound puzzle, there should be like some kind of safe there.
That's a little hard to do with echolocation.
Well, no, but it's sound, right?
all right.
It's not that what you see; it's what you hear.
This
And
puzzle
you hear
took
the right thing.
me 48 hours to finish. People are so brutal.
Okay, so that being said, because again this isn't pre-release and people are
I played this game
are
10,000
trying to-
hours.
Okay,
It sucks.
I'm gonna take issue right away with the people who complained about the rooms being too large. I like that claustrophobic, oh crap, I don't know where I am. You did the footprint thing. Look, if you look back, you know where you were. I had no problem with that part of the
It's
game.
not a humongous part of the game either.
No, it's not. I didn't
Yeah.
see that as a problem. So, what other things come into play as far as that goes? What any feedback you want? You know that you've besides that you've taken to heart.
I got this one feedback after the Steam Next Fest demo that I did like 9 months ago or whatever. I immediately went to YouTube and looked up anyone that like did any streaming of my game, and I found like 4 videos. And this one kid or something, he sounded like he was around 12 or whatever, but he complained the game was too dark.
You're blind! Did he not realize you're blind? Okay.
And that's the point of the game. So
Being blind is very uncomfortable.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
What's funny is there's a brightness slider in the game, so you can kind of calibrate brightness to your monitor. But at the same time, it also acts like a difficulty scale because you can actually turn the brightness down and make the game harder to see, like even harder than it already is. And you can also turn it all the way up for basically just kind of an easier mode.
Interesting, because I was actually going to ask if there's any way to change the difficulty level in the game. That's actually really clever. I like that.
Yeah, it was actually unintentional, but it just kind of came out that way. So I was like, hey, you know what? This works.
It's a plus.
It makes total sense because there's been a lot of dark games that have darker atmospheres that I've played where doing that does help. So it's like, but I wouldn't have thought of that at developing a game.
Tyler's the guy who plays Call of Duty with the brightness cranked. He's like, I can see you!
So given that idea, are you actually would you build in, or maybe it's already there, sometimes when you get to you go to some games, I remember you'll calibrate it to your monitor or whatever.
Right.
Fade this until you can barely see the outline of this image, and then that's the right way to play this. So, that would be normal.
Yeah, why would you do that?
And then, I don't know if you're...
try hard level is you brighten it up so you can see everything. That's try hard.
So I'm just saying, is it...
Do you want to be try hard at this? Is that what you're saying?
So I was just... are you going to build that in now that you know that is a way to create your difficulty level? Are you going to build
the
in
option's there right now if you want to go into the settings and kind of try that. I might present it as a brightness / difficulty, literally label it as difficulty slider. So that would be a nice touch.
It could always even just be on a screen a little tip at the bottom or something hey, is it too difficult?
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
a pro tip,
it's
guys.
hey, do you want to try an easier, brighter mode?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a wuss? Yeah.
My God, you've died 400 times.
Yeah, turn the brightness up.
Serious Sam does that. You've died 18 times in this. You want to lighten it? No, I'm done muscle through. I'm going to get this.
No, so before the show we were talking a little bit. So as I said, I kind of like the darkness. I like this whole claustrophobic thing. The game's got almost a VR feel to it. So we do a lot of VR gaming in our group as well, and it's almost got a VR feel to it. That we can kind of compare it a little bit to Dread Hall. So because you just don't know where the enemies are going to pop up on you, and that.
Also, the cover of Temple of Apshai.
Ooh, I didn't even
just
think about that.
yeah,
That's another good one to compare it
Posted that in
to.
G2B.
So-
chat.
Oh, good, yeah.
No, this is maybe a general question. So if you developed a game and you think, you guys say, this could be good in VR. What would it take to push it to VR?
Well, I'll let him answer that because he's using the Unity engine, which actually lends itself to that.
Yeah, that's definitely something I want to experiment with after kind of finishing this. Is kind of into a VR port. I think it'd be really interesting. I didn't start with VR because it still has a lower market. At the moment, I just kind of want to get this proof of concept going of this.
Only hardcore nerds.
Yeah, I got a VR headset too, so I'm right there with you.
I might freak out for VR.
See, yeah, so the game, again, the nice thing is but again, because you're using Unity to do the development, it doesn't take a whole lot to port it over afterwards. It's just controller issues. So that makes life a lot easier.
One thing I do want to talk about is one of the parts that's not finished in the demo.
Okay, because I'm only playing the demo version,
and
Rob's played the other version.
I played the beta,
right.
And there's a leveling system. What have you got planned for that leveling system? Because I like when, because it'll tell you that you're leveling, and it's and I hit my I hit it. There's no leveling there yet. But what are the plans for that one?
It's kind of an RPG light. I wouldn't say it's a full RPG. It's kind of your generic. You can increase your attack strength or your amount of stamina or how fast you regenerate stamina or health. There's also increased resistance to the toxic fumes and the lava that you soon encounter.
I have not encountered
so-
that yet.
Just very simple perks that kind of just increase your strength, and of course you'll get to tougher enemies, so that'll come in handy there.
Wait, so let's say you're doing normal, okay? You got this normal thing, but you level up so your Sonic goes just a little further.
So you're what?
Your
Echolocation.
Oh!
goes just a little
That's
further. Just a little bit.
I
more
don't
like-
just throw ideas.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, just
What if you had a pack of hot dogs and you just whipped them down the hallway?
No, I'm just throwing. Yeah, I'm throwing out ideas, but
he's just throwing out ideas here.
you know, we're just
We're
talking
spitballing,
here,
we're
right?
spitballing.
Yeah, we could just add some. We could add some
Legally need to be
skins.
allowed
Right?
in
Hey.
credits now, right,
wait,
guys?
wait, what?
This episode is brought to you by EchoBlade. EchoBlade. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, though.
No, most of the time it doesn't work. That's the problem with damn
See, and
Netflix.
that's exactly why I'm going to OBS.
All right. Okay,
It's
so
free.
it's free and it works. For the love of God, we pay for XSplit. At least if you're gonna make us pay for your product, make the damn thing work. Hey, so
We're gonna snap. I got it off at G2B for $5. It's not even worth that.
oh, Dakota got a kick out of that because you know, Dakota, your game's gonna show up on that.
I try to. I'm very selective about who I give keys to. So.
Good call. Because
Yeah, I get
Wait,
two
is
emails.
that why I don't have a key?
Week, just from people like, hey, can I have a key to your game that's like $2 on Steam?
thank
And-
you. It's not like it's expensive. Buy the damn key, people.
like it's on sale right now for $2, and you have the nerve to ask me for a free key. Like,
Speaking of which, Dakota, can I actually get a free key?
Oh, Tyler.
So, but
breaker of walls,
okay,
Tyler.
so that being said, so this is not your first game. So going through Steam, and again, this is the marketplace we live in. You know, it's how's your experience been?
Empty sometimes.
Oh.
I was gonna say mostly good. Seems like really easy to kind of set stuff up on. I do wish they could add a little bit of a stricter curation process because my game that I put like a lot of effort into, you know, just kind of sometimes gets lumped into games that people don't put a lot of effort into them, and not to like knock on those people trying. Like it's I'm not gonna discourage any developers from trying to make their games, but I mean sometimes. I wish there was a little bit of curation. If there's kind of a very obvious shovelware game, maybe it should just kind of go on itch.
It's a shovelware.
And there's a lot of that on Steam.
Yes. So
No, that's a really good point. And
Mostly for Warhammer.
we've complained about that in the past, you know. And we not that we don't buy shovelware packs. For those of you who get all our free giveaways, that's our shovelware packs. Where do you think I get those keys from? No, I give away good games once in a while, but there's a lot of shovelware in there, kids.
Yeah, 2 blocks fighting is not one of the high moments.
No, exactly. Yeah.
But Block Theater is.
But but you have no control over that at all with Steam. Again, as people who have not developed games for Steam, we do not know this.
yeah, Steam's pretty interesting. I've been talking and following this this marketer, this guy who he writes a guide on how to market games on Steam, and he's like literally making a job out of it. And he has a Discord that's full of like 1,200 people.
Wow.
Literally just how to market games on Steam, and it's really interesting that you gotta market yourself early. You have to kind of get people involved right away. Wish lists are super important when you release a game, so you kind of want to hit that 8,000, 10,000 wish list mark to get on that new and trending page, which is going to exponentially get your game out there to people. And there's also kind of a fun. I don't know if it's a fun fact, but before you reach 10 reviews on Steam, your game is like nearly invisible. Basically, it just will not show up on like any algorithms. And once you hit those 10 reviews, doesn't matter if they're negative or positive, then it'll start showing up. And they have to be reviews that weren't from Steam keys. You have to actually purchase the
Purchase
game,
reviews.
So, yeah. So my first time developing a game, I didn't really do any marketing because I just kind of wanted to, just say I made a game basically, and maybe I was a little bit scared to actually show my work off to people.
You know what? I totally understand that feeling. I made a board game that I kind of treated that way.
I like your board game, Larry. All right.
So I understand the feeling.
Yeah. So when the game came out, my first game, I think I sold maybe 10 copies the first week, which I mean is better than nothing, I guess. So, but yeah, it's still nearly invisible. Actually, I'm at 9 reviews right now, so I just need one more Steam review to kind of get that into the algorithm.
Okay, wait a minute. G2B audience.
There you go.
What's the name of the game again?
You guys gotta help me out. It's called Voltic Pistol on Steam. It's a 2D side scroller. It has a medieval cyberpunk mashup theme.
All right, G2B, we need one more review of that game. So if you don't have it, get the game. If you get it, make sure to do a review on it.
That'd be nice.
Because we want to hit that 10 mark.
You have one.
But if you want to put in almost no effort, at least put it on the wish list.
Right, there you go. That's your wish list. Okay, real quick, I gotta ask. So I do like this idea that this guy's got the Discord marketing channel. That's actually we've been covering Steam for a long time, since the early days of Steam. We're old guys.
I love that.
It's even funnier.
We're old.
When we started this, I had no idea what Steam was.
True.
It's
true. Larry did not know what Steam was when we started this.
What
We've been doing this show for a long time. So that's actually a really good idea. Do you pick up? I mean, the ideas you've mentioned that the things you already talked about for our developer friends. If you haven't, where can they find this Discord channel? Because we do a lot of devs, and this is good information.
It is quite literally called How to Market a Game.
Okay, well that was simple.
HowToMarketAGame.com. It's this guy named Chris, and he does so much research. He does Steam page reviews where he'll kind of literally stand in front of a green screen and have the game store page behind him, and he will literally nitpick everything and say what's great and what isn't great.
Okay, so wait a minute, Dakota, has he nitpicked your page yet?
I did get him to review EchoBlade, actually.
Oh, nice! Finally. All right!
And yeah, he said it was mostly good. Maybe change up a couple of the GIFs you have on the page there, but overall it's pretty good.
Coming from somebody that big, that's really quite a compliment, dude.
Yeah.
Quality critical eye can be so useful,
Oh, yeah.
And I had different people review my game, and it was someone went through and told me all the different little things that I should probably adjust, and it was really useful. It was truly constructive criticism, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, you should do this or do that. It was really useful.
Sometimes it helps to have somebody outside the testing circle too.
Yeah. Especially when you're in such a testing circle as we are.
Yeah, you know, about as bad as you can
yeah.
really.
You may not get good results on that. So let's go through this game. So besides releasing it in this demo form and so on, so what's your testing process? I mean, do you have a core group of friends who sit down with you and test it out for you?
Dude, yeah, I got about 6 to 8 kind of different friends that I'll get them to build to and have them check it out. And they usually provide really good feedback. Sometimes it's really too nice feedback that I'm they don't have anything negative to say, and I'm
this is the greatest game ever.
Yeah,
be
mean to me. Thank you. Yes, be mean to me.
Most of the time they're always really good, and they're also helpful for finding out bugs and glitches that I would never seem to find. one of my other friends was able to jump on top of a gate, and then he was able to phase through the ceiling outside.
Oh, that's awesome!
I was like, one, why did you try to do this?
It doesn't matter.
Two, now you have made my life so much more difficult because I haven't been able to recreate this.
So not not even with games, but any kind of IT work. If a user can do it, the user will do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to find every hole.
Oh, I know.
They're like rats with the runs.
They really are.
I hate to say it. It's kind of like.
Yeah.
I like Tom's like wrap it up. We're at our hour's end.
We're getting. Don't run too long here for the listeners. So.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think if there's anything else.
Wrap it up, I'll take it.
I did have one awesome thing happen where a knight jumped up on top of the door, one of the gate doors. And, and I was trying to get him.
Wait a minute. I have not run into that.
He jumped up. Well, I was being a nut. I was being aggro.
It's been a difficult balance because before the AI didn't want to walk upstairs. So, like, I couldn't get them to walk upstairs. And I figured out, like, there's a parameter you can change how high they can step. And so I increased it a little bit, and now they just climb walls and climb walls.
That gave me great enjoyment.
A little bit more tweaking to do there.
Where's he going?
It might be okay if you could stab him up there.
Yeah.
I did try. There's a segment where I'm just jumping and trying to get him. Good, get him. Anyway, woo,
all right, so I'm going to wrap up a few things. First of all, where can people find your game, Dakota?
EchoBlade, you can find it on Steam if you search EchoBlade. You can also go to sunsetarcticgames.com. You can kind of check out a whole portfolio of EchoBlade and Voltic Pistol. And that's about it. Just Steam for now. I'm hopefully, maybe I'll get in contact with a console publisher. I did talk to a publisher from Germany before, but talks kind of fell through, unfortunately.
Okay,
so.
wait a minute. Now, you may have just buried the little bit there. You said you talked to a console publisher. So what consoles are we talking here?
PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox S. I'd love to bring them on there. Maybe even the Switch.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
Switch.
because everything goes to Switch.
Everything goes to Switch. Yeah.
Old people, we love the Switch. Is the thing. If you're over,
Excuse you.
I was talking to some people at work who are generally gamers, and it's like, you got a Switch? Yeah, we got a Switch.
Oh God!
It's the absolute official console of the over 50 gamer. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely true.
Okay, I do not own a Switch, guys. I'm well over 50, and I don't own a damn Switch. Okay, but that being said, so that's great. So kind of keep an eye out for that, people, as well. That would be a nice little market. Again, the game's got a lot of pluses to it where I can see it.
Very, very smooth, very fast animation.
If you didn't watch the animations, go back and watch the animations on the show.
I'm a big fan of the mouse control on it is just dead on.
Yeah, it really is. That was
is,
really good.
That was one of the things that really impressed me. I really like solid mouse control. Anybody who's played pretty much any of the remastered games that are out right now knows that having crappy mouse,
or even the new Halo. Infinite.
It's a little rough.
It
was made for a.
I know it's meant for console gaming. The mouse and keyboard controller are not as.
We have a whole episode about.
Yeah, well, we'll do that. We'll talk about that later.
The control.
But
anyway,
it
controls great.
Oh my God, yes.
It feels very natural. I love turning on a dime and just going after them. I've noticed that the difficulty does escalate as they go on. They're jumping. They're actually putting out an effort. I actually got killed on my second run, which I had done about 10 runs, I think, before I did the live stream of it, where I didn't die. I just was able to nail it the whole way through. Unfortunately, XSplit. But then on the second run, I went the other way and got my butt kicked at the end, man. Holy crap! They were things were getting harder by then. So I'm pretty excited to keep going. Don't start.
All right, so You said where they can find it. You said it might be coming out on the PS4 and the Xbox One and other possible platforms, including the.
Hopefully, I can't promise that yet. But.
Well, again, I like where that's going. And possibly maybe.
You do the motion controls on the Switch,
Oh God, really? Yeah, no. Okay.
Actually,
I know it would work.
Yeah,
I know it would work. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. No. Yeah. All right.
you hate it when you're making fun and all of a sudden
It
you're
makes
like,
sense.
actually.
Hey.
Alright. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for coming on. You can check out she's EchoBlade at the link down below. If you look down
Down there, kids. Down there. Just look below there.
That's the wrong camera.
Oh.
Down below.
Down below this camera.
Down below. Sorry, wrong camera, guys. If you look down below, there's a link both to that and Sunset Arctic Games. Again, want to thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you, Dakota. Great,
Thank you very
great
much.
talking to you tonight.
This is every episode. You're in there tonight. You are on fire.
Really? You think?
Well, I think this was above average.
Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, you're
Well,
good too. But
Oh.
out there, you guys are good. So
This is already 4 beers into the show, kids. Get used to it.
yeah, all right. So this is a product of the Guys, Games, and Beer Media Empire. As every episode, this is brought to you by Lionheart Racing. Lionheart Racing, all the joy of racing without the rubber hot dogs. You can check them out if you go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Take a look on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Don't, if you
I was gonna break your. Okay, so that being said,
If you go on the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can click through and check out Lionheart Racing.
yeah, who evidently are faster than we are at posting links to. They beat us tonight. They got our link up before we got our link
That
up.
is not abnormal.
All right.
You got anything else to say?
Yeah, if
Next
you're going to be in Manitowoc, Wisconsin this weekend, Guys, Games, and Beer is going to be broadcasting from the Fire and Ice Gaming Convention in beautiful Manitowoc, Wisconsin. If you haven't been to this, we covered it years ago for our first time. Absolutely loved it. They've been growing every year since then. We covered them pre-pandemic. It was our last show before the lockdown and one of our better shows. We had some great guests on. We are really looking forward to being there this weekend.
We were poolside.
We had a great show that was a great show that weekend. So if you're going to be up in Manitowoc, we will be there definitely Saturday, possibly Sunday. You never know. Definitely stop by, check us out, have a beer with us. If you are going to be there and are a developer, gamer, whatever, stop by. Maybe be on the show.
Do some interviews,
Do some interviews.
as we always do. All
As
right.
we always do.
Finally, if you wanna, if you just love Guys, Games, and Beer so much that you wanna
God, yes.
do nothing but,
Who
you
doesn't?
go to www.facebook.com/Guys, Games, and Beer. You can join the Guys, Games, and Beer support group. We're the here I go. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna try and do it with a straight face though. Here.
Okay.
Where you can see the dankest memes posted by the master of.
Okay. That makes sense.
Hey,
Dakota can't keep a straight face.
Yeah, it just broke me there.
By
Posted
the
by
memeologist.
Dallas, master of memeology. He digs deep.
Oh, so deep.
So deep. So that you don't have to. All right, I think we've survived another episode of Guys, Games, and Beer. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week.
Thank you again, Dakota.
Thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Don't leave yet, though. Wait.
And spin it.
And spin it. Okay, so again, we'll repost this after we download it to Facebook, so it's there. We'll put it on all the podcasting places after that.
Yep, usually about 3 to 5 days. That usually does pretty well. Our interviews do pretty well on iTunes.
Yeah, so you'll see us on all that. Rob will send you all the links accordingly. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Again,
Oh yeah, thank you guys. That was a lot
looking
of fun.
forward to seeing so much more on this game. It's really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tyler. I talked over you.
No, I was saying it was a really good episode, I thought.
Yeah, again, yeah. Thank you so much.
Considering we usually just drink beer and pass out.
Yeah, well, we might do that still tonight. It's early still. Okay, no, I actually
It is still early.
Wow, Larry looks
That
disappointed.
just
Jesus. All right. Thank you guys. Everybody have a great evening.
Broadcast at this point.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye.
All right, take care.
All right. Oh.
Guys, Games and Beer is a product of the Guys, Games and Beer Media Empire. See you guys next